are 53 years old, you weighed 110 in high school, and now you're as thin as you were in high school.
Almost.
Amazing. How much have you lost, and how long did it take you?
I've lost 40 pounds, and it took me about 3 months.
3 months is not a long time to lose 40 pounds.
No, it's been wonderful.
And how did you get started with Charles? I mean, you just heard this and you thought this time it's going to work, or?
Well, actually, I saw a cousin of mine at a family function. I hadn't seen her in a long time, and she had been working with Charles, and she had lost 70 pounds, and she looked fabulous. And she travels a lot for work, and she has 2 small daughters, and I just thought, if she can do this, I'm going to give it a try, you know. So that was my aha moment.
Well, and you've also had problems with pain.
So I was going to physical therapy early this year started in my knee, and then it started in my hip, and then I had a disc problem, and I have a small frame, and I just knew that my frame just was not holding this weight. And that, and now
you don't have the pain.
I don't have the pain.
That
I'm
is
not
amazing.
going to physical therapy anymore, so it's been good.
That is amazing. So what was the easiest part of this whole diet for you? The whole structure, was that?
The structure really worked for me because I'm a very structured person. I'm project manager by trade and accountant. So I'm all about following rules.
Right.
Discipline.
Hitting milestones.
Discipline and hitting the milestones, and having, breaking up things into tasks, into small tasks. So we would go 2 weeks at a time, and we'd re-meet and adjust if necessary. But that really worked for me because I could take the small goals, and that worked for me.
And because you do what you do, it's probably easier for somebody that doesn't do that, though. It's still pretty easy to follow, isn't it? Because it's so simple.
If you do, you just do what Charles instructs you to do, and it works.
Okay, and was that your goal when you came to him at first? Did you say, I want to lose this many pounds? Because you said something about you were okay with 30, but he thought, no.
Charles said I could, he thought I could lose the 40, and now I'm there.
Wow. Setting yourself up with a very exciting, very compelling goal is so important. Making it something that actually you get charged up about, not something that you're putting out in front of you in an effort not to be disappointed. You want to have a goal that's compelling so that you can stay focused, so that you can stay on track, so that you can keep yourself disciplined, so that you can keep with the structure until you reach that outcome, and then learn how to integrate variety so that you learn how to maintain that.
And for your kids, for your husband, they're all supportive?
Very supportive.
Have they been surprised to see this be easier than?
I think so, because I have tried other things in the past, especially my husband. I think he was, on the onset, he said, this is really going to be hard for you to do this. And then I think he was surprised because
that it was much easier.
I was sticking with, and it really wasn't all, it was, of course, hard work, but it wasn't as hard as he or I anticipated.
Well, we talk a lot about it being a mindset.
It is a mindset. It's you have to be ready in the frame of mind that you are going to do this.
And have a new relationship with food. I think learning how to have the right relationship, a healthy relationship with food, rather than letting whatever's going on in your life drive you to do things you know you shouldn't, developing a healthy relationship and a respect. I think almost a bit of a healthy fear of the things that were at the root of the issue before is so important, and that comes from going through that first 2 weeks, totally disconnecting yourself from all the variety that you've had, which some people find difficult, but once you've eliminated all that and you have a plan that you know will get you to where you want to be, it's so easy to see yourself moving closer and closer to where you designed to be at the end of the 12 weeks or however long you commit to doing the program. So I think having that healthy respect is so important.
But in terms of having the healthy relationship with food, is that you're still going to have those problems, and now you have to find a way to deal with the stress, the emotions, right?
A new outlet.
And so, and because you've got these, you know, the 3 meals, the 3 snacks,
major meals,
so now you've got stress in between a meal and a snack, and you have to find another way.
But that's less time that you have to deal with the stress, right? At least you've got all the.
Well, you have to find a way, and so for me, I mean, it highlights it. You know, I'm anxious and I can't eat.
And you realize that it wasn't a hunger or a physiological issue that was eliciting that occurrence or that desire to eat, which gives you tremendous insight into your own psychology and that relationship, that poor quality relationship you had with food prior. So with you, Mai, what brought that to your mind to bring that up? I mean, your own experience.
Because I'm a stress eater. And then I realized that any emotion causes me stress. You know, it's, you know, flatline is kind of the best thing for me. And so I thought, you know, there's always going to be stress in life. How am I going to deal with it? I don't have to be stressful. And so things like keeping my hands busy, you know, and so I like to sew, so I would do that. And as long as I'm not eating, removing myself from the situation, walking my dog, you know. So, you know, and then just finding ways, okay, this causes me, and being able to talk to myself and saying, okay, you're upset, you know, what's going on? You know, and just sort of finding another way.
Yourself.
Yeah, because it can't be food. It can't be food.
Well, not if you want to be healthy.
Right.
You guys, you have done amazing things. How many pounds?
70.
40. 40 pounds. All right. Good going. And keep up the good work and call me and get me motivated like this every night.